Excuse me.
Hi.
We spoke before.
Yeah.
And my friends and I were actually doing a documentary about Portland. Would you like to share?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's about actually the culture of the city and mostly about the comedy. It's not necessarily a very funny city. So that's what it's about.
All right.
We're
So what
going-
do you want me to say?
We'll start talking.
Well, hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Jay's the name.
I'm Mike.
Mike.
Mike Nolly.
My friends and I, we're on a quest. We're kind of newer to Portland. We're from the East Coast. And what we're looking for is funny in Portland. Now, Portland's a great city. Great people, great food, great art, great music. But one thing we don't find a lot of is funny in Portland. So I'm kind of curious, maybe you can guide me in the right direction where to find funny. So first of all, are you from this area?
I'm from Salem.
Okay.
Well, what I find interesting about cities is that you can run into anybody in a city. And one of the things that's interesting about our organization, it talks about a group of teachers who can appear out of nowhere to anybody in any disguise.
And these teachers are?
Called the Masters of Wisdom.
Okay.
And they essentially embody love and are here to guide us into the future.
Now, it sounds interesting. No offense, but it doesn't sound that funny. This is a great thing. You think is there any comedy in spirituality?
Absolutely. The Masters are bursting with comedy. In fact, a lot
Like
of them,
Richard Pryor type comedy? Is it
Absolutely.
possible that Richard Pryor was a master? Is that possible?
Well, some of the greatest comedians, I'm sure, were disciples of the Masters, but probably not masters themselves.
Okay.
Some of the comedic things the Masters do is the types of miracles that happen to people. Like,
Oh,
for example, in
tell us.
Palestine,
Okay.
there's this little girl who has gems that come out from under her big toenail.
Really?
Yeah,
And this happens?
and this happens, and it's
Yeah, no offense. It doesn't sound so funny. That'd be terrifying. It'd be rewarding, but if I had gems coming out of my toenail, I might be scared.
well. There's also the fact that when the Masters appear to people, sometimes it can be as a clown or
What kind of clown?
Well, I don't have a lot of details about it.
Like a old school clown, or like one of those new school modern clowns?
Well, there'll be some distinguishing characteristic about Maitreya that tips people off. One time he appeared to someone in completely formal attire, except for his top hat, which had fluff coming out of the top of it.
Now, is it possible, before I ask that question, so Maitreya can appear to anybody. Now, Maitreya is
Anybody.
basically who you follow. This is your Lord.
Maitreya. No, we don't follow him. We simply are doing the work of alerting people to his presence.
But you believe in his teaching, so that in other words, you're trying to spread his word.
No, I don't think that's what we're doing.
Okay, tell me more.
What we're trying to do is alert people to the presence of the teacher for this age. His basic message is to share the world's resources, without which we will destroy ourselves.
Now, and he can appear anywhere,
Often
as
does.
anything.
Not as anything, but as any human being he wants.
So he can't appear as a rock,
No, I don't think he does.
but as a human being, he can.
He did once appear as a bird.
Really?
Yeah,
And when was this?
Several years back.
It wasn't Big Bird, was it?
No, it was a
No.
tiny crow that kept on picking at people's shoelaces.
Really?
They were gardening, and this crow hopped along and was picking at their shoelaces.
How do they know that was Maitreya?
Because they wrote it in as this interesting thing that happened to them, and Benjamin Krem, the editor of our magazine, confirmed that it was a familiar Maitreya, a thought form of Maitreya.
Is it possible that I'm Maitreya? And I'm testing you right now with this.
Impossible.
Why is that impossible?
Well, it's not impossible, but just really
So
improbable.
but it's possible.
It's possible.
So
but it's
this may be a test.
No, Maitreya doesn't test people. I don't think he doesn't do this stuff.
He doesn't?
There's no. It's not faith oriented. You don't have to believe anything. You don't have to. The emphasis is on service, on helping the world.
Okay. Well, we're trying to help the world by finding something funny. So can you point us out to something else that's very funny about this town?
The bridges.
The bridges?
are just insane.
They're funny?
No, I wouldn't say they're funny. They're unusual.
They're unusual. Is there a lot of laughter in your organization? Does it happen a lot?
Oh yeah, I would say so. There's a lot of levity where. When it comes to relating to other New Age organizations,
Yes.
there's a lot of levity because often people claim to channel Maitreya or Kuan Yin or another one of the masters. Say, oh yeah, today we're bringing in the Bodhisattva, or today we're bringing in Buddha, or over coffee today I brought in Mother Teresa, or and this is completely insane from our viewpoint because it
Yes.
doesn't happen to
No.
people all that often.
No,
it's
no.
It's very, very uncommon.
It is insane.
And so they tell these completely fabricated things about what the masters have said. And of course, it may be sometimes kind of helpful or uplifting. Most often, it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense.
Do you ever play out scenarios like Maitreya versus Jesus in like a death match?
Not at all.
Nothing like that ever
Not
happens?
At all.
No, just for laughs. Not that it's serious, but
Nothing,
no.
no.
Who would win in a street
fact,
fight, Maitreya or Jesus?
Maitreya and Jesus are like this.
But I know they're close. You know what? Ali and Frazier became close. Actually, they hated each other. It's a bad example. But there are fighters who are close, and they go into the ring and fight. In a street fight, who would win?
I'm not going to say it because I don't think they would. In fact, the
Not a sanctioned fight.
masters would never ever give an example of violence to human. They would never.
But not in the ring, because in the ring there's rules. In a street fight, whole different kind of fight. Would it be Maitreya?
Well, how can you fight someone who can appear or disappear at will, right?
Jesus can do all kinds of
You
things.
punch Maitreya and he disappears,
But Jesus can do all kinds of miracles too.
right?
What can he do? Jesus, I don't know. My money's on, I don't know. I think Jesus is going to kick his butt. I really do.
See what they're fighting.
He can
is
wield
materialism.
who?
Maitreya and the masters they're not fighting materialism.
Okay,
but they're
Maitreya. Okay, maybe Maitreya could be Jesus. Maitreya versus Moses. How about that one?
it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
We are the ones who fight. We are the ones who create conflict in everything that we do. Competition, conflict, and comparison are the evils which destroy human civilization, and which are responsible for a lot of the ills that we experience. You know?
So you would think Maitreya would win?
I don't know.
You're a Maitreya guy. Okay, I get it. Hometown fan. I'm with you. So Maitreya beats Jesus and Moses.
Nope.
No, he wouldn't. I'm just see. The point is, we're just trying to get you to laugh. That's all. We believe that laughter is a healing mechanism. It's a way of transforming things that are serious to laughter. And if the more people laugh, the happier the world will be.
Well, I'm just trying to answer questions. You know, that's what I do.
No, we appreciate it. It's cool. So, in a nutshell, what have we learned? Number one, that Maitreya can manifest himself
We've learned
in
that
human form, except for once.
there's a series of miracles that will happen that will be visible all around the world.
Give us the first one.
The first one will be a star in the sky. Everybody will be able to see.
Wait a minute. This sounds like this is like copyright infringement right now. A star in the sky?
Yeah.
We've heard this before.
It's totally the same thing. In fact, it was.
Have you
same
been
thing that happened.
investigated by people for copyright infringement? Because I've heard this story before. A star in the sky?
Yeah, it's the Bible.
Well, isn't that kind of copyright infringement?
Not really, because the masters don't work by copyright. I don't think.
This is true. Okay, that's the first miracle. Second miracle?
Well, the second miracle will be the first. Well, there won't be many worldwide miracles after that.
No, that's too bad.
Well, Maitreya will give his first public appearance, not as Maitreya, but as just as himself. He'll appear to be an ordinary man, just like one of us, and he'll speak straight to the heart.
I don't think you or I are ordinary, but anyway, keep going.
Okay,
We're above average.
We're a little extraordinary.
Yes, keep going.
But everybody will be able to sense the tremendous simplicity of this man, who has nothing that complex to say. He'll say, how can we live as men in a world where 30,000 children die every day from starvation? How can we be happy, jolly, and
How can we
full
let
of
this
ourselves?
happen? How can we let this
it
happen? How can we let this happen?
How?
I don't know. And is there a final miracle?
Well, there will be a miracle.
We don't all burn in hell, do we? Like
No.
the Christians
No
tell us.
destruction, no earthquakes, nothing
God,
like
because
that.
because if I go by those rules, I'm going straight to hell so fast. Most of my friends will be there.
Nobody goes to hell unless you're put there by circumstance.
Thank you so
or by-
much. Thank you
or
so
by
much.
choice.
Thank you so much. Okay.
And so what will happen is Maitreya will come on TV.
Mm-hmm.
He'll talk to the world. We'll get to know him over a period of months or years. And then an event will happen which will transform human consciousness, will be the beginning of a tremendous transformation in the way we think of ourselves.
Do you know what this event is?
Yes, it's called the Day of Declaration.
And what happens?
What happens is Maitreya will appear on TV.
On TV?
On TV, linked
Wait a
by
minute.
satellite.
Any internet? Wouldn't it be more efficient to
I'm
go on
sure,
YouTube?
I'm sure it
No
will be.
YouTube.
I'm sure there will be a simulcast on the internet.
Okay.
But everyone will see him, but his lips won't move. Instead, everyone will hear him in their own mind, in their own language.
Is Maitreya an alien? Because I saw this movie
No.
before too.
This is completely by free will. You can tune it out if you wish, but everyone will know about the event beforehand and want to listen because
Okay.
we'll all basically like Maitreya. Well, most of us. The fundamentalists, of course, of the various world traditions won't like Maitreya.
They
very
probably
much.
won't like them so much. Yeah.
No, they've got their own ideas, and that's fine.
Well, in summation, again, let's recap. Maitreya's coming. He's here.
He's here.
We're gonna be sticking to my many events. Maitreya is not a funny guy.
Oh, they have their own sense of humor.
They get their own sense of humor.
They're funnier than I am.
If they're funnier than you, that's not
way,
possible.
way funnier.
Funnier than you. Okay, and we don't have to worry about necessarily doing everything right. We better watch out. Better not cry.
We have to share the world's resources, or we will destroy ourselves.
Okay, and that's what we'll wrap. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks. I really
Your
appreciate it.
hands are freezing, my friend.
Yeah.
I drowned everything.
That way people can still get around and we
Elvis.
won't be blocking anything.
You're 10 times sharper than we are.
Well, I've just done this like 30 times before.
Okay, I'm gonna put this. Oh, sorry, Deborah. No, I'm
I've
here.
just done this 30 times before.
So, should I call you Elvis? What do you want to go by?
Yeah, sure.
No, what do you want? You want Elvis?
Elvis is cool.
Is that what you would prefer?
Elvis or John.
How about
Either
John
one.
Elvis? Elvis John?
Okay.
Elvis John.
Okay.
We're at the Saturday Market still, and I'm with Elvis John. And Elvis John happens to be my favorite person at the Saturday Market week in and week out. It's true, Elvis John. Whenever I'm here and I see you, I get happy. You're my favorite person. And we're from the East Coast.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but this is my last year at the
No!
market.
No. Why?
I've been here 26 years, and it's just time to move on.
Okay. Well, before moving on, we'll get ask you a few questions about Portland.
Okay.
We're newer to Portland, and we're from the East Coast. And after
Where at?
Well, I'm from Buffalo. They're from New York.
I thought Buffalo was in New York.
New York City. They're from New York City. I'm from Buffalo. It's not quite the same thing. Anyway, Elvis John. I found a lot of great things about Portland. It's a very artsy town. It's a very beautiful town. A lot of great food, a lot of great restaurants, good people, but not the funniest town in the world. But then I see guys like you. So is Portland a funny town?
Kind of yes, kind of no.
Okay.
It depends where you are and when you are.
Well, what do you mean, when you are and where you are? Where you are and when you are. What does that mean? Tell me more.
Well, where you are, you like different locations, and when you are, it seems like it's more livelier at night. Some places are more lively in the day. That's what I mean by where you are and when you are.
So what do you find funny?
Certainly not the comedians last night.
You went to Bridgetown Comedy Festival and it wasn't funny?
Some were, some weren't.
You have a lot of this, some were, some were going. Some were, some weren't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you find funny?
Robin Williams,
Who else?
Jeff Foxworthy,
Okay. And
Bill Cosby,
what
Red-
I'm going, keep going.
Red Fox.
Red Fox is fantastic, one of my
Foster
favorites.
Brooks.
Growing up, what were your favorite sitcoms as a kid?
Oh, Good Times.
Yeah, I love Good. It was a great one.
Maude.
Maud. And then there's Maud.
I had a crush on Maude.
You're the only one in the world that had a crush on Maud. And, if we could find B. Arthur right now, she'd probably be so happy.
Actually, I didn't.
B had a crush on you.
Hey, I didn't. Her mom wasn't exactly a bad looker either.
Really? So, Elvis John is throwing me completely off course. Just because he said he had a crush on Maud. So if I was going to go find funny in Portland, which way would you point me?
Right here half the time.
Okay. Do you think people find you funny?
Yeah. Or I wouldn't be stuck here 26 years.
Where are you from originally?
Here.
Okay, you're only 26?
No. I've been here 26 years.
Before this, where'd you come from?
I've been here all my life.
So you're 26.
Nope, 46.
You're 46. So the first 20, you've been in Oregon for 46 years. Okay. Very good. Well, hey, John, leave us with a joke.
Okay. This is kind of is kind of, might be kind of offensive.
I won't be offended.
Well, this friend of mine, his parrot had to call the police last night.
His parrot had to call the police. Why ever for?
Well, he wanted a plain cracker and he got assaulted.
That was so offensive. I could tell you're upset about that one. So are you. It was horrible. John, thank you so much for stopping and talking.
All
Really
right.
appreciate it.
Whenever you're ready.
We're behind you, bro. Back to the kill corn. Elvis John, we're ready to hear you rock. Can I go in with him real quick and say Elvis John?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do a little intro? It's too late.
No, go
Intro.
ahead.
Everybody? And everybody, it's time for the magic of Elvis John!
Well, when I walk through that door, my baby be polite. You're gonna make me so if you don't treat me right. Don't you ever kiss me once, kiss me twice, and bring me down. I know that you've been told it's not a better team. So if you're gonna go, I'm really gonna breathe. If you don't wanna be a to be, hold it out, bring me down. Well, to make me know that you love me, if you really can. Straight my back and rub you and put them and go through my hand. Woo! Well, I don't wanna be a slave if you have to be too. But if you don't wanna be here, I'm gonna walk right on you. If you want my love and take my advice, treat me down, treat me down. If you really want my love and treat me alive.
No, you stay right there. You're great. You know, light right? What kind of balloon animals can you make?
I'm a dog, cat, hat, rabbit, giraffe, dog, cat, hat.
Those are Pops with the broken heart, right?
Yeah.
And what's your specialty?
There goes the head.
Cat.
You know, it's Portland. No one ducked. Had this been New York, everyone went, huh? Oh, so we're still at the Portland Saturday Market, and I have a new friend. Your name is
Rod.
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 Rod?
R-U-G.
Raj. R-U-G? Rug?
Rug the clown.
Rug. It's Rug the Clown. I'm with Rug the Clown. And Rug, my friends and I, we're from the East Coast. We're from New York. And Portland's,
I'm from New York, too.
where are you from in New York?
Turkey.
Where?
Upstate.
Upstate.
Upstate? We're upstate.
Turkey, New York. Turkey.
Syracuse. Well, I'm from Buffalo.
Oh. 150 miles from Buffalo.
So, tell me, we're on a quest to find something funny in Portland. Because Portland's a great town, but it's not necessarily a very funny town. So, what do you find funny about Portland? That felt kind of good, Rugged. Anything funny about Portland?
No.
Okay. Anything else? So nothing's funny about Portland. There you go. Very nice. So how often do you come out here?
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Yeah.
You've been here how long?
From 1999.
Since 1999? You've been here 10 years?
Yeah.
What brought you out?
Myself.
What?
Myself.
You brought yourself out?
Yeah.
I think this is a wrap. Rug the Clown, before we leave, anything you want to tell us before we go? Any words of wisdom from Rug the Clown?
Everything good.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
You heard it, folks. Everything is good from Rug the Clown. Exit stage left. Is there a hook that can take me out of here, vaudeville style? Rug the Clown is freaking me out right now. Goodbye. Receipt. It's Rug the fucking Clown. You see the... I felt so bad for him. It was horrible. Poor Rug the Clown.
What's your laugh again?
Oh, because it's funny. How is that not funny? I'm sure it's horrible. Most of my life was horrible, but I still find it funny.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
now you can really catch my laughter. Laughing at someone else's expense with better lighting. I think my chest is tightening. Oh, breathe. Breathe. Okay. Okay, I'm better now. Rock the Clown. I can't wait to see that one. Okay.